You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel. So we're going to be joined with Will on the telephone. It's part of a regular update we do with Will. Let us know how the Dockyard Church is getting on. Will, as always, it's great to speak to you.
Thanks for having me on the show again, Daniel.
So I was hoping you could just update our listeners. I understand there's a few things happening, so it'd be good to hear about them.
Yes, well, as your listeners may know, for the last year we've been working up towards our big application to the Heritage Lottery Fund to fund the restoration and reuse of that building. So we've been working with a professional team, developing a workable business model for the reuse of the building, and we're ready now to submit that application in December. And the scheme that we're looking at is a sort of mixed-use scheme, a hybrid scheme with some social enterprise units for young people getting started in business, some other business units, an event space, a cafe, I think will certainly be part of it. And then on the top floor, of course, what we're all very excited about is a special display gallery for the wonderful Dockyard model. So we've now worked out our scheme. We've worked out that it can wash its face. It can be sustainable, provided we get obviously a big chunk of lottery money to cover the capital costs. So we're now ready to go to the next stage.
Which must be quite exciting and I suppose relieving as well, because it's been a big process to get to this stage.
It is, and it's difficult because everybody's expectations are very high, and they want to see the church, the work starting on the church. They want to see it, brought back to life. But when you're talking about a conservation cost just to restore the envelope of the building of something like 4 million, then it gives you an idea of the importance of securing public funds. And obviously, getting that much money from the lottery means you have to have a really good scheme, and that requires lots of groundwork to put that together.
Now, last time we spoke, we also spoke a little bit about the buildings that are the other side, sort of in the steel mill grounds, I always think was, and what their future was. Is that a bit more stable now?
Yeah, in terms of the old military hospital, as you know, the building was under threat from demolition. There was sort of a sustained campaign to protect the building, and happily, Historic England chose to list it, and that's to give it statutory protection. So the immediate threat has gone, but obviously there'll be some work to do to find a viable use for that building, and it's something which we hope in the future to engage with the owners to find a solution. But at the moment, the church is our main focus for obvious reasons, and we have been carrying out some repair work and landscaping work around the church, and we are applying for a big chunk of money from Historic England to do some urgent repair work prior to the kind of HLF project getting going. And I'm very pleased to say that Swale Borough Council have come good and put £70,000 into the pot to help those repairs. So we're very, very grateful for the support we've had from the local authority, which has been really wonderful.
Was there anything else you wanted to get over to our listeners or let them know about?
I suppose what listeners will probably want to know is, what happens next. And to give some idea of timescales, the Heritage Lottery process is a two-stage process. So we put in our scheme, they look at it, they decide whether it's a goer. If it is, they give you what's called a round one pass. That would come in March next year. And that comes with a big chunk of money to develop the scheme in detail and appoint our architects and other professionals. and also to raise the rest of the money, because there's still a big chunk of money, even with the 4.5 or 4.7 million we're getting from the lottery. We need to raise some extra money. So we have 2 years to get ourselves together. Hopefully it won't take as long as that. And then, all being well, they give us our round 2 pass, and that enables us to actually get to work on our project and deliver it. So people see things happening, we hope, in the next 6 months, but it will take a bit longer than that before the transformation of the church is complete.
Well, if you're happy we've covered everything, as always, I'd like to thank you very much for catching up with us here at BRFM and letting us know how the project's going.
Well, thanks, Daniel, and thanks to all your listeners for their support.